Hello, and welcome once again to CSIT 316, which is Web Development Using Content Management Systems. In this session, we'll look at the WordPress dashboard and settings. My name is Michael Agbotetesoli from the Department of Computer Science. Now we'll look at the overview for this session. We'll review basic settings in WordPress, which will determine how the website is going to work. Then it will also serve as a foundation for adding content to your website. Now, creating a successful WordPress website requires a significant understanding of its basic settings. After completing this session, students should be able to recognize the various widgets on the WordPress dashboard and what they do. Students should also be able to identify the basic WordPress settings, and most importantly, understand the significance of each setting. Students may refer to Chapter 3 of the adopted test for this course for this particular session. Now let's talk about the dashboard. Most of the time, the dashboard is the first thing you see when you log in. Now this is what it does. It shows you a snapshot of statistical information about your site and some updates about WordPress development and plugins. Now, each box you see on the WordPress dashboard is known as a widget. Now, click on the Options tab, which is to the top right of your dashboard, to turn off widgets altogether by unchecking them here. Now, let's take a look at what some of these widgets do. Now this is how the WordPress dashboard looks like. Very simple and straightforward. And we have a lot of widgets, one here, one there, and so on. We have the left panel right here, which is the left sidebar. And as I mentioned earlier, we have the post, the media, the pages, the comments, the appearance, plugins, users, tools, and settings. Now, continuous use of the dashboard will make you familiar with all the menu items listed here. Pretty straightforward. Once you play around with it for some time, you'll be familiar with everything here. Now the widgets on the dashboard. At a glance, the widgets provide a summary of a number of posts, pages, and comments on your website. Now each of these content types are displayed in the form of a link, and when clicked upon, directs you to a specific area to manage that content. It makes the use of websites for website management and content update very, very easy. Now, a statement at the bottom of this widget tells you what WordPress version you're running and the current themes you have activated on your site. Activity. This shows the upcoming scheduled posts, recently published posts, and the most recent comments on your posts, and allows you to moderate them. Hovering the mouse over each comment activates a menu of choice to approve or unapprove the comment, edit the comment, reply to the comment, or spam mark the comment, or delete the comment altogether. Now we have a quick draft. The quick draft widget allows you to quickly and easily write a new draft. You enter a blog post title, you upload and insert media, you can post content, you can add tags, you can click on the publish button or click on the save draft button, and it's that easy. Very, very simple and straightforward. By the click of a button, you can do so many things. You don't need too much experience with web development. Once you're familiar with the dashboard and learn how to use the widgets on the dashboard, you're good to go. Now, the second thing we're going to look at is the settings you need to have on your default WordPress site. Now, the settings panel gives you control over almost every aspect of your website. In addition to this, many plugins add settings panel with more options. We start off with the general settings. Now, the blog title and the URLs are the ones you choose during the installation. The tagline is new. This is a brief description of your site. that might be displayed near your blog title depending on the theme you choose. Now, the membership and default role options are useful if you want to start a group blog. This is how the general settings page look like. You have the site title, which we are calling My Site, the tagline, which is just another WordPress site. You can use the tagline for your business if you're developing the WordPress site for a business organization. The URL to the WordPress site, you can specify them here, email address, and so on and so forth. Now, writing settings. Come to the settings, we go to writing, then we see the writing settings as described here. We'll be able to post via email, update services settings, we do all right here. So what do? We can set a default post category to uncategorized, the default post format to standard, and then you have the option to change all the settings available here. Try them out, see what they do, learn them for yourself. That is the best way to learn. Get your hands dirty, install a WordPress content management system, upload a theme, install the theme, and then activate the theme. Go to the settings, see what you can play around with, see the output, and then have some fun. We also have the reading settings, which obviously you have to go to settings and then click on reading, and then we have all these settings available to you. Now, the reading settings determine how your posts appear to your visitors. This is where you can determine whether your site works like a blog with the most recent post on the home page or display something else entirely. The settings blog page show at most determines how many posts per page appear on a blog, home page, archive pages, and search results. Now, the discussion setting allows you to control how your website handles comments and trackbacks. And this page you can get to by going to settings again and then choosing discussion. So whether comments or trackbacks are allowed and how they are moderated, who is allowed to comment, how you get notified of new comments, and whether commenters' avatars are displayed is all set using the discussion settings. Now we have a screen display of how the discussion setting looks like. And as I mentioned, you go to settings, you go to discussion, and then you have the screen. We also have media settings. Now the media setting allows you to determine the maximum dimensions of your uploaded images and videos. So we have the thumbnail size, minimum size, large size, and then upload files. Now, permalinks are permanent URLs to your individual pages and blog posts, as well as the category and tag archives. Now, the URL to each post should be permanent and never change, hence the name permalink. Now, the settings permalink screen allows you to choose your default permalink structure. So, on the permalink settings page, which you can get to by going to settings and then permalink, you can set the permalink structure you want. Now, our reference for this session has been the same book, Larry Stephanie, Beginning WordPress 3, Make Great Websites the Easy Way. Thank you for staying with us. I'll see you on the next session. Stay blessed.